Hello, my name is Ryan Lefers. I'm the director of the South Dakota Water Resources Institute, and I'm going to be talking to you today about water sampling using test strips and how we do that. So what I have in front of me here is actually, I have two different test strips. This is a sulfate test strip, and then I've got a nitrite. And then I have two different waters in front of me. So one of these, this is actually a water source that I want to test. It's from one of my aquaculture operations. So I'm going to be testing this for the quantity of nitrate. And then this is a clean water source. So we'll also test this just so you can see the difference. And then I'm going to talk to you about what to do if actually your results are over what we can measure on this strip. So we'll start just by simply testing. So again, I've already collected these samples, so I did not show you that process, but the important thing to remember is when you're collecting your water sample for testing, you need to use a clean container for sampling that. So it could be any clean container, it could be a bottle, it could be a glass, it could be a cup. The important thing is it has to be clean because you don't want to contaminate your water sample. The other thing to remember is that you want your hands to be clean. You don't want to contaminate your water sample with your hands. And so you only want to be finding out what's in the water. You don't want that to be affected by something else. So these are clean containers. I've already collected the sample. My hands are clean. Now we're going to go ahead and sample the water. So as I mentioned, I'm just going to use the nitrite strips today so that I can show you this. And so what we'll do is we'll sample first from the aquaculture water. So you just need to dip this for about a second, submerge it, and then what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold it level and we're gonna wait about 30 seconds. And that's just to let the colors fully develop on this strip. And so while we're waiting here, if you want to zoom in, what we're actually gonna be doing is comparing the color of this strip to this colorimetric scale. And so based on the color of what we see, we will find out what is the value here. And so we've waited now about 30 seconds and we're going to go ahead and compare. So as you can see here, you just hold this strip next to the scale. And so the top is going to be my nitrate, the bottom is going to be my nitrate. If I slide the nitrate up, it actually looks to me like, no surprise, this is what I was expecting, I have more nitrate in this water than I'm able to measure. So this is actually a value above 50. And I'll talk to you about what we're going to do next to see if we can figure this out. For my nitrate, I'm going to look here. It looks, maybe this is somewhere between this, this 0.15 and 0.3. Maybe there. Anyway, it's around there. So I know I'm between, I'm going to call this like 0.2. So that's how you use the colorimetric scale. And when you're finished with these test strips, you can just throw them away. Like they're safe for disposal. So now what to do about that nitrate test? Again, I mentioned to you, so this is a clean water source. This is actually a filtered water. And so I'm confident that this water is clean. We could go ahead and test it as well to prove that. I've already done that, so I'm gonna save the time here. I'm not gonna test again in front of you, but what to do, that nitrate was off scale. So what I'm actually gonna do, you'll see that these are equal volumes of water, is I'm going to take this, like the contaminated water, and I am going to dilute it by half with the clean water. So this is the dilution. And so what that's gonna allow me to do is I can resample this new water, and I'll be able to see what the value is, and then I'll just divide it or multiply it by 2 because I know that I have less in here. So I have half in this diluted water sample of what I did in the original sample. And so again, I'm gonna wait for this test strip to develop. So we're gonna wait about 30 seconds again. I've already dipped this, and so we're just waiting for it to develop. And you can actually see the color starting to change a bit as this strip is maturing. Okay, so we're gonna have a look at this again. Again, my nitrate was the one that was a bit diluted or a bit high on the last one. So I'm going to compare this to the color scale again. I actually see, well, maybe I'm around the 50 again, or maybe slightly above. So if I was going to do this again, I would actually dilute it again a third time. So now let's say I decided that this was 50 on this scale. Because I have diluted the water, I would take this times 2. And so I would actually call this a value of around 100 parts per million. Because I think that this might be actually still slightly over 50, I would go ahead and add a third dose of clean water. I would dip it again, and then I would multiply by 3, assuming I was able to be within this scale. So that's how you go about doing this from a dilution perspective in case you get a reading that's off scale. And that's how you end up using very cheaply with these colorimetric strips the values that you want to see, even if your readings are off scale. So I hope that makes sense. If you have questions or if you have want to learn more about water quality, please visit us on our website, South Dakota Water Resources Institute, or reach out and we'd be happy to help. Thank you.